Sound rolling, sound rolling, sound speed. So today I'm going to be talking about audio. See me with these earplugs in, these earbuds in. This is a boom mic. Let's look at how it sounds different. See how it's pointed right at my mouth and you can hear me really well. Let's use a different technique. Let's go underneath with it. Okay, you hear me? Check 1 2 1 2. What if it's pointed away? Just a little bit. As you can see, the boom mic is pointed away from me, and with this type of mic is directional. So if it's not pointed right at the person, you're not gonna hear them. Another technique a lot of people use is over top. Sounds pretty good. Put it on a C-stand, have somebody hold it. Might be pretty good as long as it's pointed at the person. See that? Pointed at me, not pointed at me. Pointed at me. Yeah. And what I want to talk about is I'm shooting a new short, and I was looking up a lot of videos on audio. I know about audio, but I was like, I had a thought. Because I've talked to some sound people before, and sometimes they say, 800 a day, things like that. And for me, and I think for a lot of filmmakers, if you are a DP yourself, a cinematographer, director, editor, a lot of times it's better just to buy your own equipment with that money that you spend on an audio person. And then you can have your own audio person just hold a boom mic for you. So this right here, this is the Sennheiser MKE 600. I got it, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. I needed it, but not like needed it. I have wireless mics. I've done the wireless thing before where you put the lav mic, you mic them up. But the thing with that is like sometimes when they move, their clothes are brushed up against it. And when you're doing like run and gun filmmaking, so it's just you, for example, that could just be a lot. It adds to your time. So, and then what I found is sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. So just using the boom mic, like my last short, what I did, one technique is I had my camera on a gimbal. I had the mic underneath the person, just like this. And I would just rearrange the mic. And then you have the boom mic arm. And, this definitely helps. The wire, I got it from Guitar Center. I still DJ. I can DJ. I haven't DJed in a while, but, I got it when I was DJing a lot. So the more equipment you get, the better, because then you're investing in yourself. And stuff like this doesn't really expire. Now, like food expires. You get a car, it's going to depreciate. This equipment, again, is going to depreciate, but you can make money or make productions using that equipment until it doesn't work anymore. Okay? And you save money, especially like, let's say I was paying like one guy, like I said, he really did quote me this. I don't know if it's too high or anything, but I'm just saying when it comes to like a independent filmmaker, the chances of you getting $800 a day from an independent person, like nobody backing them or anything, that person's got to really have a budget for it. So, so $800 a day, it's like you can buy two boom mics, two boom arms, probably within that $800. So in one day pay, you can buy that. And that's knocking any audio people. I'm just saying, I'm speaking for the videographer side. If you don't have the budget for that like daily, then you might as well just buy your own equipment. And you can use it for productions 10 years later. So for my DJing days, I have these mic wires. So I got it from Guitar Center. 50-foot wire, has a limited lifetime warranty. It's by Livewire, I believe. The other thing I have is the Tascam DR770D. This is a really good recorder. I've talked about it before. You have 4 mic inputs. Then you also have a like an aux cord type input, and you can see my headphones are going in there. I'm going to show you the setup here real quick. You can do, I think you can record 4 separate channels. So each one of these can record their own channel, I believe. You have 2 mics on the back. Then you can also have a safety recording, which I do actually have that going. So if I'm too loud on any of this, there's actually a safety recording where everything I'm saying right now is getting recorded, but it's going to be at a lower volume in case there's any popping noises, in case I get too loud. There's that safety recording. And then they have these connections up top where you can connect a camera on top of it, stuff like that. It's a really good recorder, though. And other people have other ones that they prefer. You might be like, dang, well, so you going to use this for your short? Yes. This is what I've concluded. I've done some test shoots, and I'm about to show you before and after, just so you can see quality, just for people that don't know about audio. I'm going to show you a test shoot that we just did. I've been doing a lot of test shoots, so something else I want to talk about with run and gun filmmaking. I was getting a little stressed out because, it's just me doing this production as far as the production part. So I'm trying to arrange it. And we had like 30 different actors or characters. So I have like 30 different actors. I need, got like 20 people that I'm pretty interested in. I kind of have the preliminary cast, and I still have more positions I need to fill. Then I need to plot out the exact locations, the setup, and everything like that. And I've been doing a lot of comedy and other stuff, so I had to kind of change my schedule around. And so I was getting a little stressed out, and I was like, there are people that are down to help in different roles, but then I thought about it. I'm like, even if I come up with a crew, not all of them shoot, not all of them know how to do everything. So I then am adding more people by having a crew. I'm adding more people that I have to tell what to do, So let's say I have a script supervisor. Let's say I have a PA. I have an AD. I have to get all these people. Like I have to direct them to a degree. So it was just a lot. So then I'm thinking about audio, and I'm thinking about having a separate person. And then, so I was like, what if I just cut out the whole lav mic thing and I just do just straight boom? And so I did a test shoot, and I'll show you right now.
Today I'm outside of a Michael's. And I've been thinking lately with the prices going up, inflation and everything, I'm wondering, are craft stores dying? I think not. Yes, we have Amazon and all those other online websites, but craft stores will never die. Now, Joann's Fabrics did just go through a acquisition, I believe. I think Joann and Michael's joined together, actually, which is probably for the best. Today, I'm outside of a Michael's. And I've been thinking lately with the prices going up, inflation and everything, I'm wondering, are craft stores dying? I think not. Yes, we have Amazon and all those other online websites, but craft stores will never die. Now, Joann's Fabrics did just go through a acquisition, I believe. I think Joann and Michael's joined together, actually, which is probably for the best.
That's the test shoot that we did. And you can see the audio from the camera versus the boom. Just so you know, I already know it's going to be better. But I didn't do one for the lav. I was just like, how clean can the audio be just straight from boom? Then we can cheat shots. Like if it's a group of people and some other people are talking, I could either have a boom, separate boom on a mic stand, or just there's different methods with that. Now I was like, well, what about carrying the recorder and carrying everything with it? And I saw a video on YouTube, and a guy actually had a hook. He had one of those little hooks on his belt. He said that's where he put his wire, and it was really cool. I think it was the video is called Run and Gun Audio, something like that. Like if you go on YouTube and type in Run and Gun Audio Setup, I'm sure it'll pop up. But what I found is I was looking for an audio bag to carry all my recorder in and stuff like that. And the audio bags, they're like $200, $80, $100, $300. Like they can really get up there. If you go look up audio bag, you'll see what I'm talking about. So it occurred to me, I'm like, well, I got to let me do that hook thing that he was doing. I can get those from Home Depot. I know people don't want to do Home Depot right now, DEI, whatever, but I went to Home Depot. So um, I was like, let me go to the Home Depot and I'll go get those hooks, but maybe they'll have a utility bag or something that I can get it for cheap. And I'm gonna show you my setup right now. So if you look here, yeah, go ahead, slide on down. So you can see right here, I got this bag at Home Depot. Now this bag was like 25 bucks. It fits the recorder perfectly. Now the mic wires, that's a whole nother issue. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that part. I think I could just stuff it in there though, you know. And I don't have my headphones in anymore, but I'm sure it sounds clean. So, and that's at least for one mic wire. I don't know about multiple, but either way, there's other ways and you can always return it if it's not what fits what you want to do. You know, you can exchange it for something else. There's other pockets, but either way, I know I can use this bag somehow or another. And that was 25 bucks. I then also got this hook. These are the hooks I was talking about. I got two of these black ones and I got one really big silver one. And it ended up coming up about 40 bucks total, which isn't bad when you're talking about an audio bag itself being like 80 to 300 or, you know, whatever. And this, I just did it for example. This isn't how I'd really have it. These wires didn't quite fit, but I just wanted to put it on here real quick just for this video. I'm gonna cut back up to my regular shot. So as you can see, you can do that for way cheaper than getting an audio bag. And I've been testing a lot of audio, getting prepared for this whole thing because I've been doing other stuff, especially comedy. I was really focused on it. This year's been my most consistent year doing comedy. So I was really focused on that. So I had to kind of shift my schedule around and get off of that. And when doing that, I was like, well, I need to switch my focus back to the whole production thing and make sure I have that right before I have a whole bunch of actors I need to direct. Because you don't want to be fooling around with settings and all that when you're there and decisions about production decisions once you're on set. So I did some audio tests and I was doing some other test shoots, just seeing the settings as far as like focal length and all that type of stuff. So that's kind of how I'm preparing to shoot this short. This one, I'm gonna try my best with this short or full movie. I don't even know what it's yet. If I think it might come out to like 30 minutes. So I think it might be like a short. I don't know exactly how. All I know is that I'm not going to stress myself out about this, bro. I'm doing so much work. 2025, and really just any time. It doesn't even matter if it was 1990. I think that people just need to not stress. They need to not stress themselves out. People trying to do, I need to do, I should get this. I should get, like, yeah, I got this, but I got this over years. You know what I'm saying? Like piece by piece. But if I didn't have this, I would probably just shoot with, one of my first mics I had was the Zoom. It was like a Zoom on-camera mic. I'd probably just do that. I mean, actually, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably do a recorder. I'd probably have a recorder and laugh people up. Or I would just save up a little bit extra money and just get something. I'd probably just get a boom mic and a boom arm. I mean, it's not no crazy. It's not like you got to spend $1 million. You save one check, save a couple checks or something. Take out a loan, get yourself a boom mic. That's probably what I would have did anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I would do something that just made sense, and without stressing myself out so much that I'm like, oh man, I can't do it unless I need a sound guy, I need a script supervisor, I need this, I need that. The movie's gonna get done. We're gonna have fun. And this is another thing I want to talk about. I see a lot of people shooting in RAW. They want to shoot in S-Log. Do you notice that a lot of people's stuff looks the same? Because they shoot in S-Log. They want to shooting the gamut. They're going to get the dynamic range, 8-bit, 10-bit. I want to do the 4K, 6K. I want it to be as flat as possible. That way I have all control over the color. I want to hire a colorist. And then the colorist is going to add that thing that just make it pop. It's going to make it pop. You hear how good this boom mic is? It's going to make it pop. All right? But then you look at it and it's like, number one, this looks like a strange world because the world doesn't even have colors like that. Like you guys are tapping into some AI colors. Your colors look a little too crisp there, or it just looks a little strange, So it's like, well, then it'd be like, well, you got to do it right. Okay, well, sometimes it looks cool, kind of. But the main thing is the story. And that's what I'm kind of getting at. You can stress yourself out about all these different, man, I got to get this in this camera, and then I got to get the kit. And then after I get the kit, then I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna add that, and then once I do it all flat, and then I add the colorist in there, and then the colorist is gonna make it real nice. Then that's gonna make it real nice. Yeah, it looks kind of cool, but what's the story? So getting back to the basics, what's the story? If you go back to way back before there was even cameras, what were people doing? They were telling stories, telling tales, and fables, things like that. So it was all about the story, and then you can visualize it. You can think about it. You can, do all that type of stuff. But it was really never really about, oh, how does it look? How does it, that type of thing. It starts to become a little artificial. And so I see some stuff nowadays. That's the thing, like with some movies, if you think about it, why did you like a movie so much? A lot of times it was a story. It was how entertaining it was, the cuts, maybe the cut of it, which comes into kind of artistry. When you edit a video, you edit certain stuff, the cut of it, how it goes from scene to scene, what scenes are chosen, those type of things. Those are the things that really stand out. It's like, how is a story told? How good of a storyteller are you? How out of the box is it? How original is it? Same with music. People, they be like, man, but the sound of it. It's like, that's what they call like the mumble rap. It's like, yeah, it sounds okay. It's kind of cool, but it doesn't sit with you like, you are appreciated. Sweet lady, no, nobody love you. Dear Mama from Tupac. Like, it doesn't sit with you like that over years where you want to play it back. Just classics, like you can look at like even country music. Why do all country singers, they'll be raised in New York City? Like, I'm talking about the heart of New York, and they start doing country music, and now they talk like this when they sing. It's like they all have it's like a newscaster voice. It's like they all take on this certain voice. So it's like, but then you'll just see certain people stick out. And I'm just naming all these things. Like, I'm giving you some examples as far as music, as far as video and everything like that, just to kind of drive home the point that originality and with music, it's not, well, yeah, it's the story sometimes, originality. Then there's the aesthetics. That's like the last thing. How does it, you're using a colorist? But then also it's like, that goes into originality. If you just putting if you're just taking something and you do it flat just so you can add color in it so you can be like everybody else, it doesn't really mean that it's like that original or that crispy. You know what I mean? It looks, y'all get what you get what I'm saying. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. So that was just another thing. I see a lot of people just doing stuff, and it's like the story is what really matters, and the story is probably the most important part. People get so hooked on the sound and the video and the color, and I gotta have this actor and this actress, and the story is probably the most important thing. You want people to hear the story, so make sure the story is good, and then everything else, that'll fall in place. People, I think a lot of people be like, man, people won't be forgiving of they'll be forgiving of video, bad video, but not bad audio. No, I think that people won't be forgiving of a bad story. Like if they listen to very good audio and a bad video, but then the story is not good, I don't think that they're gonna like that. So I think the biggest thing is having a story that you're really trying to tell with what you're doing and having something unique. So anyway, that's my whole $1 million, I don't know, $1 trillion worth of game. That's my whole 2 cents or whatever. I'm tired. I just did a long shoot today, and I worked a day job. I mean, it's been a full maybe 18-hour shift for me, So peace.